So I have said it before, I will say it now, and I am sure I will say it again. I love ZT knives, specifically the older ZT knives. I just really enjoy them. I like what they were doing back in the day, especially back in 2013 when this 0454CF was Blade Show's Knife of the Year in 2013. And we're going to talk about why it was the Knife of the Year. This was innovative back in the day. We saw some carbon fiber back then, but not as much as we see today. Today, you see carbon fiber on other ZTs, VC Edge Interface, Red Horse Knife Works Hellraisers. You see carbon fiber all the time. It almost gets overwhelming of carbon fiber. Hell, Olight made a flashlight with carbon fiber. So carbon fiber is everywhere today in 2023. Back in 2013, it wasn't on every knife. So they used really great, really nice carbon fiber on this knife. Aircraft grade back in the day, just super high quality. It is a sub frame lock, which we'll talk a little bit more about. 3D milled clip and that backspacer. Check that out. A little bit of jimping on the butt side, a little bit on the top here, and then it's milled down with a fuller. Like it's just, yeah, there's a lot of attention to detail in this knife. And we haven't even really gotten to the innovative part yet. The innovative part is its dual steel blade. Yeah, you have two pieces of D2. This blackened part is CPM D2, sandwiching a chunk of 14C28N. Fused together seamlessly. You cannot feel a seam. It's just beautifully, beautifully done. Back in 2013, that's innovative. We're seeing more and more of that today, mostly in like a Sanmai type of configurations. And they had Damascus back then, and they had Sanmai back then. But we're seeing it more and more now in that sort of environment. But we're seeing materials fused together in the likes of this carbon fiber and Damascus, or carbon fiber and M390 in the standard version interfaces. And again, no seams, no nothing. So we're seeing a lot more of that today, which the interface is an exception. This is a truly innovative knife on a lot of levels. And you can check out the VC Edge interface playlist that I have, or the VC Edge playlist. But this is innovative in its blade, in its shape, in its size, and its style for back in 2013. This is a Sinkovich design. The jimping on top is fantastic. It just works great. Everything about this is awesome. It's a knife that I kind of wish I had in my collection because it is kind of an iconic and a historic piece because of its heritage, because it won Knife of the Year, and because it was innovative. So let's talk about the specs really quick, and then we'll talk about the frame lock and some other aspects. It's just a hair over 5 1/8, just a hair over 9.5 inches. 4.1 inch blade with a 3.8 inch cutting edge. Maybe a little thick behind the edge for some folks. It's not a slicey dicey. It's not a super, like let's slice tomatoes paper thin. At 0.025 behind the edge with a 0.154 blade thickness. We talked about the blade steels already. Runs on KVT bearings, which was also a big deal back in 2013. Weighs in at 4.3 ounces. So the frame lock, the sub frame lock. Let's talk about that. Here is a ZT traditional frame lock. Titanium frame, lock bar, cutout, all that good stuff. In carbon fiber as well. Just so happens to be what I have here on the table. It's one piece. That's a frame lock. Okay? The sub frame lock is when it's all carbon fiber. But you can't have a carbon fiber lock. So you have a cutout here for these titanium lock bar that is almost liner lock-ish on the inside because it's just a sub part of the frame that gets bolted on to the carbon fiber from the inside. It's genius. I think it gives a really clean look to the lock side of the knife by having that. And you have the carbon fiber. There is no milling on the inside, so you're not saving weight that way, but you don't need to. It's only 4 ounces, and it's a 4-inch blade. So you're still keeping to that 1 ounce an inch, as some people like to say is the standard, or, you know, whatever. I don't subscribe to that. If you subscribe to that methodology, I'm happy for you. That's cool. No problem. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons here. Let's just give it to you with the Sharpie to give you an idea as the massiveness of this ZT. And let's get into some cool stuff that's also innovative. This is the VC Edge interface, 3.6-inch blade, 1.5 ounces. 4.1-inch blade at 4 ounces. Okay, so that's different. I'm not comparing. There's two different prices, two different ballparks. This is a factory custom. ZT made a very limited number of these. They really did extra and special things to make it a factory custom. This is a full handmade custom in a full dress configuration with the Timascus lock bar, two different forms of carbon fiber, the Damasteel blade, all the fun stuff, right? See some more carbon fiber. Again, handmade custom at Red Horse Knife Works. Just, yeah, I have a thing for carbon fiber. So, and I've got some other ZTs that Alex has loaned me. This is the 0450, I believe it is. Also Sinkovich design, if I'm not mistaken. It looks very similar here. It looks like a shrunken down version almost. This was my jogging and training knife back in the day. Yes, Sinkovich design. Back when I was doing those types of things, but I've gotten older and my knees are not happy with me anymore. So I have literally hung up my running shoes and am not doing running or triathlons anymore. So that's a whole different story. Here, what about the North Arms Skaha in its very cool carbon fiber? So yeah, this ZT is just cool. Long since sold out. You have to find them on the secondary and you're probably going to pay big bucks. I saw some for like $900 that were already sold out, but they had them still listed on their website from probably years ago in that $900 range. I don't know. I'm not even going to ask Alex to buy it because I don't want it that bad. I'm in a pretty good place with my collection right now, so I'm not looking to add much of anything. I do have another custom Hellraiser that I'm working with Ed on. And I'm talking with Todd Fisher Sr. about some things. So there are some other knives coming in my collection at some point, presumably in 2023. But I am much more in a chill mode because I enjoy the collection that I have right now. So please go check out my ZT playlist over here and go check out Alex's channel over here for him loaning this in. And stay tuned because there will be 3 or 4 more ZT knives from back in the day that Alex was so gracious to loan me. Have a great day, guys. I greatly appreciate your help and your support. Thanks a lot.